In today's video, let's go over the best settings for the GoPro Hero 11. The GoPro Hero 11 has beautiful footage in terms of quality, but to get the most out of it, let's go into the settings. If you're doing vlogging or talking head kind of a video, I would go with 5.3K, 8:7 aspect ratio, and then at 30 frames per second on the wide angle lens. With the hyper smooth set to on, also turn on the 10-bit recording. Ideally, you want to keep the shutter speed at 60, but to do that, you will need something like this, which is an ND filter, which you have to put on top. This is like the sunglasses for your camera, because if you go to 60 shutter speed, it is gonna be way overblown. So with this, you can control how much light gets into the camera. I highly advise you to check out ND filters for the GoPro. If you don't have them, leave that setting on auto. If you want to have quicker edits, well, then use the normal picture profile. But if you want to have a little bit more flexibility in post-production and the best quality, go with the flat picture profile. And one more thing that I like to do is actually turn the sharpness to low, and then if you need it, add it in post-production. In terms of action, if you want to add some action where you might want to have something slowed down, I would go for 4K in the aspect ratio of 8:7 and in the 60 frames per second. Everything else can be set to the same thing. Only thing I would change is the shutter speed, go to 120 if you have the ND filters. If you want even more slow motion, go for 120 frames per second, which means you should go for 4K in the 16:9 aspect ratio at 120 frames per second. And in this case, you can leave the shutter speed pretty much auto, because in that case, you would have to have a shutter speed of 240. And if you have an ND filter like that, go for it. Or if you want something more flexible for all different kinds of social media, for example, you want to have both vertical and horizontal video from that clip, I'll go for 2.7K in a 4:3 aspect ratio and then 120 frames per second. With that being said, it concludes the settings for the best quality from the GoPro Hero 11. This is gonna be the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video once again, and I'll see you next time.